So, as you can see, we're joined by a little something. What is this thing? What is this thing? All right, so we got the cat with us this morning. We're going to see how this video goes. Being held hostage right now. Try to get close to the mic. To everything, there's a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. Now, this idea about seasons kind of came to me because of a certain season I am in. And I just wanted to jump in with, I was feeling frustrated because I haven't been able to do the things that I want to do to chase after the goals that I have, these big goals. And maybe if you're anything like me and have big aspirations, goals, whatever, and you couldn't relate to this. So what's happening right now to me is I'm in a season where I can't really do those things. I'm super busy, haven't had as much time to, work out or, plan content. So I'm just kind of like scrapping stuff together as best as I can. And it's turning out, it's all right. It's not hateful, but it's nowhere near where I want to be. So why I feel so frustrated is because I know mentally what it takes to be world class, which is so many reps of one thing that it's just like it would be impossible for you not to succeed in that, and also consistency with that. And I know if I'm not doing a ton of reps in the thing I want to get good at, I'm not going to get really good at it. So not having enough time to do the things that I want to do has been hard because I get kind of hard on myself thinking, oh, you should be better. But I realized it's just a season I'm in. It's not something for the rest of my life. And I also realized if I implement a couple things, have a couple mindset shifts, then I can utilize this season to my good. All right, so what I mean by a season is pretty much just a time where you can only focus on one or two things, not necessarily because you want to. This isn't a monk mode where you're, quit cutting everything else except a few things you want to get really good at. Season is something that's kind of more forced upon you. Like for me, hockey season starting up, there's a ton of college and academic stuff I have to do, so I'm kind of in that sort of season instead of lifting or working on content. It's insane the amount of stuff I got to do. But what I realized is that's not a bad thing. Just being able to take the time to focus on something will help you get way farther. I mean, humans, we are not made to multitask. We work way better when we have something, check it off, go to the next thing, check it off. That'll be faster than trying to do like three things at once or whatever. And on top of that, I realized that it's okay to neglect a little bit some of my other goals for a season. Okay, this is not an excuse or whatever. I'll talk about this a little bit later. This is not an excuse to forget about your goals and completely scrap all of that. But just for a season, kind of neglect them a little bit. Like I've barely been able to lift, only like maybe 2-3 times a week, and they feel kind of rushed for the past maybe month maybe. And the cool thing about this is it's pretty easy to maintain. Once you have something, maintaining is not very hard. So right now I'm just maintaining the physique I have, which is not bad, to be honest. And then I can grow in other things I put my focus and attention on. So it's kind of cool where you can just maintain something, grow something else, you focus on it, grow it, and then once you're ready to go back, you can kind of just maintain back in that level and then grow something else. So I feel like that's a lot better strategy to try to grow, especially if you're talking about multiple areas. Obviously, the best case scenario is you only have one thing you're ever doing, but that's not really the reality for most people. Now, like I said earlier, you are not neglecting your other goals and aspirations during this season. You are just, putting them to the side a little bit. You're not like completely forgetting about them and saying like, oh yeah, it's just impossible for me to do that anymore. Like me, it's super busy, but I still try to lift. I'm still making content, still making the same amount of content. It's a little bit more rushed than I like it to be. It's not an excuse for people who are more phlegmatic, like, yeah, it's okay. I don't really need to do that. I'm in a season of, busyness where I can't really do that. No. You're like still working just as hard in a certain season, definitely even harder, but it's more on just your time is spent more on just one thing, one or two things, instead of however you normally spend your time. Finally, one little mental framework that helped me is understanding that it's okay that in this season that you're going to be, misunderstood, overworked, alone, and that's totally fine. It's just for a season. It's kind of like the bog you got to wade through to get to the other higher shore. That the bogs of all that. It's just you're working on stuff. It's gonna be hard. People are gonna be like, man, why are you doing that? They won't see the vision that you have, and obviously they're gonna be doing their own thing. So you're gonna be alone, and that can be hard, but it's part of the process. And since it's only for a season, it's okay. It's perfectly fine. So yeah, that was just a super basic thought about what are seasons and kind of how to make the best of whatever season you're in. For me, kind of, I defined earlier, season is like a kind of more forced monk mode because of just generally like what things are happening outside of your own control. You kind of get thrown into a season. Monk mode, something that you can choose, but you can still kind of act like it's the same thing where you just focus on one thing, try to get as much done in that area. Use that season to your advantage, just embrace it. So don't try to fight it, and know that it's okay to slack a little bit in your other areas, but know that you're going to pick them back up and work hard on them as soon as you have more time, and that it's okay to feel alone, misunderstood, and overworked. with that, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed and want to see more relatable self-improvement advice. And I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.